Hey, friends. It is yours truly, Master Life Coach Trainer Andrika J. Austin. You know I go by Coach AJ, right? I went from, excuse me, the downsizing of my corporate career, the death of my mom, a divorce, and dropping out of college all within the same time frame. Can you imagine? That is like a complete mind blown life experience that I've had a chance to live in one phase of my life. But you know, it did not take me off course for what God has designed me to be and do. And that's why I'm here with you because I've dedicated the last 7+ years to the life coach training and the life coach certification process. And I've designed a quiz just for you over at blacklifecoachquiz.com. Now, let me tell you who this quiz is for because it is based on the last 7.5 years that I've had a chance to certify 130 coaches around the world, live in person, via live stream, and with our home study course for those independent studiers, independent thinkers, independent workers. We have had so many Black women of faith who said, you know what, AJ? I am ready to not let my story dictate my life. I want to join in with you, get certified to become a coach, and help make a difference in other people's lives because they too were curious about what the life coach certification process was all about. What was it like? So, over at blacklifecoachquiz.com, you'll get a feel for what it's like coming into the Black coaching community. It is a different experience, seeing that we are in unprecedented times during our adult life with the pandemic, with the Black Lives Matter movement, with racial injustice and civil unrest and civic unrest and economic downturn. All of these are reasons why there is a high demand for Black women who are certified as life coaches and making a change and a difference in the lives of other people around the world. We call these legacy livers. And then when you get certified and when you start making that difference that you were born to make using your own life experience, we call you a legacy leaver. Because the work you do here on this earth, as we can see, with the recent death of who we know as Black Panther, Mr. Chadwick Boseman, and we have seen so many influencers in marketing, online, offline, and world changers who have made a difference and left a legacy, a memory, a work of art for people to look back on and still be impacted by after their presence is no longer here. That is the journey of being in the coaching space. Because even some of our world's greatest leaders, greatest actors, greatest influencers had a coach behind them, someone believing with them and holding their hand and asking them really good questions to help them get clear and think deeper about what they wanted their journey to be, what impact they wanted to make. And it's a chain effect because that coach probably had a coach or a mentor or a really good friend, a good support system, accountability system behind them. So that's what I was thinking. That's what I had in mind when I designed blacklifecoachquiz.com. It is full of 2 questions that will really help you to think who you want to be as a certified life coach, especially as a Black woman of faith, because that's who I specifically work with my own company, the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC. We are online. We help women get certified online in one day using what I call the coaching essentials. Because a lot of information that's out there, if you will, online and offline, you have to read between the lines and say, what is absolutely essential for me to be the best coach, make the best impact that I could possibly make? Well, head over to blacklifecoachquiz.com and check it out. Hey, Shay Shaw, how are you? And so, excuse me, you guys, gotta keep clearing my throat here so you can hear me well. So, with blacklifecoachquiz.com, I had you in mind because I know you're a person who is that girlfriend that people call on. They want to use you as a shoulder to cry on. They want you to listen to all their worries and woes, give them advice and opinions. Well, only half of that is what a coach does, and most people do not know that. Most people think coaching and counseling is the same, and so that's why I have dedicated my life. And one of the pillars of my company, the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, to educating you on what coaching is. providing that entrepreneurial piece that'll also help you get paid to be a really good life coach. And I'm looking forward to sharing more tips. So make sure your notifications are turned on so you can join me here and get more tips on becoming a Black certified life coach, specifically if you're a woman of faith, ages 45 to 55, etc. And you really can hear something in my voice and in my story and like, you know what, that AJ, I want to work with her. Well, how you do it is head over to blacklifecoachquiz.com. You'll find out how to become a part of my world and also how you can submit questions to me and get your questions answered via lives like this, via videos and live streams and trainings and speaking events and workshops and other courses and classes that can help bless you on your journey as a life coach. And so, if you've heard anything I've said up to this point so far, I've been talking about how the life coach journey begins, what that process is like. So, usually, what it's like is, as a quick recap, you are that girlfriend. You are that listening ear. You are that advice giver. You're the prayer warrior. You're who people call on. Family, friends, colleagues, strangers will tell you all their business and just expect you to sit and listen and ask them questions. Hey, that's 50% of what we do as a life coach. And then they say, you know what? You are such a great listener. You're so easy to talk to. You should become a life coach. And then you're curious. That is the other part of the process. You are like, what is this thing called life coaching? And you may do like many of the ladies I talk to, and you go to Google University or YouTube University, or you order some books on life coaching at Amazon University, and you start educating yourself on what the life coaching process looks like. Now, the problem with that is a lot of us, I'm going to be in that number with you. This is me 7 years ago. We get all this information in our brain about what life coaching is, what it could be, and what it used to be according to the time of the writing of the books and the recording of the videos and what the internet said back in the day on an old blog post. And we get stuck because we get overwhelmed because it's so much information. And we're like, what should I do? How long is the process? How much should I pay? Who can I trust? Where can I go? Where are the people who look like me? That's the number one key you should be asking. Where are the other successful Black women of faith who are life coaches? Where are they? Where are they winning? Where are they succeeding? And more importantly, who trained them? And where is someone who looks like me in the life coach training space? Hey girl, I'm here. I'm Master Life Coach Trainer AJ Austin. I am here to share my journey with you and more. If you head over to blacklifecoachquiz.com, you'll get introduced to my world. There's an email going out really soon to my coaching community. And it's specifically for those of you who are interested in what the life coaching process looks like in my world. As a Black woman entrepreneur, a master life coach, a master life coach trainer, an international bestseller, a certifier of life coaches around the world, 130 plus to be exact, who will sing my praises for training with me. And I look just like you. My story may even resemble some of your story when I share all the dirty details behind the scenes about what got me from dealing with what my assistant calls the triple trauma of death, divorce, and downsizing of a corporate career. It got me right here to where I can look back at 2019 when I was a partner of a company for the last 4 years. And I helped that company bring in about $100,000 over time, just working on a very semi-part-time basis with them. And then I look at my own company and I see how I have far succeeded and far been blessed beyond my expectations with just the last 5 months of this recent year. And I look at my finances and I see how I have quadrupled what I used to make on a monthly basis. I did that in the first 5 months of this year with the help of God. And that's why I say I work with Black women of faith, because when our faith is strong, the life coaching certification process is made so much easier. When we're doing what God has called us to do, when we're really in our zone of genius and what He's created our brains to work around, girl, child, honey, we can do so much good in this earth. So if you're ready to join me and get more familiar, get an in-depth, detailed dive into the life coach certification process, again, head over to blacklifecoachquiz.com. See what treats I have in store for you in my coaching community. Ask me a question. I would love to answer those because I come on and share my experience, my client's experience, and what it has to do with you and your success as a newly certified, professionally trained, skilled, and qualified life coach. So, as a quick recap, I've been talking you through the process of what it looks like to become a certified life coach. When you become familiar with the skills of a coach, when people tell you you're so good at it, you should get paid for it. You start doing your research and you find people like me, however you found this video, whether we're Facebook friends. By the way, I'm Black Master Life Coach Trainer over on Facebook. If you're listening to this any other platform other than Facebook, and if you're here on Facebook, thank you for joining me. If you're listening to the replay, put hashtag replay, girl. You know I love engagement. And when I know that you're listening, I keep showing up and bringing you tips like this to help you on your journey to make it through. Stop researching. Stop digging. You found me. I'm here. You know how you've been praying and asking God for something? Yeah, it's here. This is what it looks like. Welcome. Say yes to your next steps over at Black Life Coach Quiz, and I'll see you there. Remember, there's someone somewhere. They are waiting on you to walk into your destiny so they can walk into theirs, because it's when you let your light shine, you give others permission to do the same. When you impact one life, you impact generations. Let's do this, legacy livers, legacy leavers. Black Life Coach Quiz.com. I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye, friend.